Hey guys, I hope you had a great weekend. Today we're going to go over, it's called Over the Bridge, Under the Tunnel, and it's a scientific article about engineering, a branch of science that deals with designing and building large structures. So we're going to go ahead and get our iReady books. If you don't have those already, you're going to be on page 206. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen with you so you can see what page and what it looks like. This is page 206. So on page 206, we're going to read the story Over the Bridge and Under the Tunnel. We're still working with unfamiliar words, so we're going to go over context clues and different words that we find within the story that we need help with. So remember, we talked about that last week, something that if we don't know the meaning of a word, sometimes the author will have clues before and after. Well, a lot of the times they'll have clues before and after to give you an idea of what that word means. So in this story, we're going to identify 3 clues, and we're going to go over what the author gave us as context clues and what the author gave us clues to use to determine the meaning of the word. Okay, so we're going to go over the story. I'm going to go ahead and read that to you. Mountains, lakes, and rivers can get in the way of people traveling from one place to another. There are structures that help people pass such obstacles. Bridges and tunnels help people overcome such barriers. Bridges and tunnels are different in design and placement. A bridge is built over a body of water, a highway, or a railroad track. A tunnel, in contrast, is a passageway under the ground, under a body of water, or through a mountain. Bridges vary in shape and are often placed above ground or water. Some are even famous. The Golden Gate Bridge is one of the most renowned bridges in the world. This celebrated structure crosses over the entrance to San Francisco Bay and connects San Francisco to Northern California. The Golden Gate is known for its length and height, but it is best known for its beauty. People come from all over the world, not to just cross the Golden Gate, but simply to look at it. Of course, even the world's most famous tunnel gets many visitors who just want to look. It's hard to get a good view of the subterranean passage, but since the Channel Tunnel opened in 1994, it has transported millions of people. The Channel Tunnel, or Channel, runs beneath the English Channel and connects France and England. The Channel is a rail tunnel. The only automobiles that cross it are carried on special railway cars. The Channel is not the longest tunnel in the world, but is one of the few tunnels that connects two countries. Okay, so it says on the bottom, how can context clues help you? Circle the words that are unfamiliar, then reread the article and underline clues that help you figure out the meaning of the words. So we're going to go ahead and look at the first word, which is obstacle, obstacles. And we're going to circle obstacles. You can see I circled obstacles over here. So you can go ahead and circle that in your book. Then you're going to look back and see if you see any clues that would help you with the word obstacles. If you already know what the word means, then you would have the clue right away, right? So it says mountains, lakes, and rivers can get in the way of people traveling from one place to another. There are structures that help people pass such obstacles. So we underline this morning, get in the way. So go ahead and underline that. So obstacles are things that get in the way. So if you're driving somewhere and there's a, big block of cement that was in the middle of the road, that's going to be an obstacle, right? So you either have to go around it, over it, or through it, right? So of course you're going to go around it if you're driving in a car. So sometimes mountains are obstacles for people, and that's why they build bridges and tunnels. I was going to show you a picture of the Golden Gate Bridge, so I hope this works okay. I'm going to go ahead and click on that. And this morning we looked at the Golden Gate Bridge, and it is a very beautiful bridge. that's in San Francisco. And you can see how pretty it is here. So it's a very pretty bridge, and it is very long, and it goes over a big body of water. So that is some pictures of the Golden Gate Bridge. This is a picture if you're actually on it. There's a cloudy picture. But I think the first picture is the most beautiful picture. It is a very beautiful bridge if you ever get a chance to go over it. Okay, so back to the lesson. So now we're going to look at the second word we're looking for, and that word is renowned. So renowned is right here. Okay, so it says bridges vary in shape and are often placed above ground or water. Some are even famous. The Golden Gate Bridge is one of the most renowned bridges in the world. This celebrated structure crosses over the entrance to San Francisco Bay and connects San Francisco to Northern California. The Golden Gate is known for its length and height, but is best known for its beauty. So we're going to underline some words that help us with knowing the meaning of the word renowned, right? So what words did we come up with? So we came up with famous, celebrated, and known. And we underline known in both sentences. So renowned would mean maybe known, something that's famous, something celebrated. So we know when it says is one of the most renowned bridges in the world. So we know that it's a bridge that a lot of people know of, a famous bridge, something that is celebrated and people want to go see it. The third word we're going to look for in the paragraph is subterranean. So it says it's good, it's hard. I'm sorry, I'm going to start from the beginning. Of course, not even the world's most famous tunnel gets many visitors who just want to look. It's hard to get a good view of the subterranean passage. But since the Channel Tunnel opened in 1994, it has transported millions of people. The Channel Tunnel, or Channel, runs beneath the English Channel and connects France and England. So we underlined, to go with subterranean, the clues, tunnel, and runs beneath the English Channel. So if we say we get a good view of a subterranean passage, so what could subterranean actually mean? So on number 1 over here, we're going to look at page 207, and it asks, what's the meaning of obstacles as used in paragraph 1? So we have A, things made below or above ground, B, things that slow or stop movement, C, things that help people travel, or D, things built through the mountains or over water. So if you look back at the slide before, it says obstacles, get in the way. So what would we use with that clue to find the meaning of the word obstacles? And your answer would be B, things that slow or stop movement. Because if something's in your way, it's going to slow or stop movement. And number 2, we're going to look at the clues that we found for the word renowned. So we're going to look at this paragraph, and we're going to underline the things that we found in the other paragraph and add some more. So for renowned, we had underlined famous in the paragraph over here on page 206. So we're going to underline just a little bit more to help us. So some are even famous, celebrated structure, known for, and is best known for. So that helps us know that the word renowned, like we said earlier, is when something is famous and known for being famous, and a lot of people know what it is. So number 3 says, talk, discuss the meaning of the word subterranean as it's used in the sentence. It's hard to get a good view of a subterranean passage. So we just wrote one word down here because we're going to work more with the word subterranean on the next page, but we just wrote the word beneath, because that was something that we felt was important with the word subterranean. So also, if you look up here, this little box, it says synonyms are context clues that are almost like the unfamiliar words. Antonyms are context clues with meanings that are opposite to the unfamiliar words. So if you look at the word renowned, a synonym for renowned would be known, right? So in this paragraph, the author is giving you a synonym for the word renowned. Also, in the paragraph, the author gave you the word beneath, which would also be a synonym for the word subterranean. So now we're going to turn to page 209, and it's going to look like this. So we're going to use the word subterranean down here, and we're going to use it to chart the clues, helpful context, and possible meaning. So the helpful context we came up with was famous tunnel and runs beneath the English Channel. So out of our two sentences, famous tunnel runs beneath the English Channel, and remember, we're looking for subterranean, which word would we take out of here for a clue? We would take tunnel, right? That would be our clue. Runs beneath the English Channel. What would help us with subterranean would be beneath. So those are the two clues we're going to take out of the helpful context. So now we have tunnel and beneath. So what could the possible meaning be of the word subterranean? Tunnel, beneath, runs beneath. Under the ground, right? So a tunnel is always under the ground and beneath, right? Beneath the ground. So the possible meaning could be under the ground. So down here, we're going to write the definition of the word. So we put the definition of subterranean means under the ground, comma, beneath the Earth's surface. So that would be the definition. Now this morning, I also reminded everybody that the week starts today. So make sure you're getting 1 Reading Plus done a day and 1 iReady. If you watch this on YouTube, then you should put your name in the comments so that I can mark you as done this lesson. Then it's easier for me to go ahead and just mark it on the weekly checklist so your parents can see that that lesson is done. Okay, so I hope you guys have a great Monday, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.